What's up, guys? It's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Today we're going to be doing the match preview for Barcelona versus Real Sociedad in the league. 2 days off and we are back in league action against top of the table Real Sociedad. It's going to be one hell of a game. It's going to be very difficult, and Koeman and the squad really need to get this victory. Before we get into it, make sure you guys smash that like button. Let's try to get to 150 likes on this video. It'd be very much appreciated, and of course, hit that subscribe button, and let's get into it. So we're going to start off by looking at the league table. Real Sociedad are in first place on 26 points with 13 games played, 7 wins, 5 draws, and 1 loss. Barcelona are down in 8th, 11 games played, 5 wins, 2 draws, 4 losses on 17 points. Now if you look at Real Sociedad's last 5 games, 2 wins and 3 draws. And we'll take a deeper dive into Real Sociedad's form. But based on the table, they are the best team in the Liga at the moment. Although you have to keep in mind that they have played 2 more games than Barcelona. But nonetheless, Barcelona are still 9 points off the top of the league. And this game is so important. It is a must-win game for Koeman. That game that we lost has really set us back. We should be at least 6 points behind. Madrid derby has really boosted us with Real Madrid winning it. Unfortunately, now we can crawl back up the league. If you really look at it from games played, Atletico Madrid should be technically in first with 26, and Barcelona are in 8th with 17. So we still are technically 9 points off, regardless of games in hand. Huge game for Koeman and the squad. Even our next opponent, Valencia, are in 11th, and we're gonna have to face them soon. We'll talk about that when that happens, but it is the clash at the top of the table. Real Sociedad, they're a very strong team. They're gonna come to the Camp Nou. They're gonna attack us. They're not gonna sit back. I can guarantee you that. It is going to be a hell of a game. Let's take a look at Real Sociedad now. On the screen right now, you can see their last 6 games played in all competition, and they have drawn every single one. They're on a 6-game drawing streak. 0-0 against AZ Alkmaar, 1-1 against Villarreal, 2-2 against some team in the Europa League, can't pronounce that. 0-0 against Alaves, 1-1 against Napoli, and then a 1-1 on the weekend versus Eibar. They have not won a game since the end of November. Let's first start off by looking at their game on the weekend against Eibar. At home, it was a 1-1 draw. Andre scored for them, and then Sergio Riqui scored for them. That line's on the screen right now. So the most starting player at the moment is number 19, Isaac, the Swedish striker. He is deadly up front. We were linked to him for a while. I said that we should sign him, but that's not the point. And their main player, Oyarzabal, is currently injured, and he's a doubt for the match. He missed a couple of games now. There's questions if whether he's going to be making the game or not. So we'll see if he makes the game or not. They do play the 4-2-3-1 system. Very well organized team, very attacking. They have quality players. And if you look at their bench is also very strong. You have Porto on the bench, William Jose, Andy Yanazai, David Silva, Monreal is there as well. It is a very strong bench. Now, if you look at their last difficult game, I would say in La Liga, it was the 1-1 draw against Villarreal. Oyarzabal and Gerard Moreno scoring from the penalty spot. That line's on the screen right now. Now, this is something we can maybe expect against us tomorrow if everyone's fit. Of course, Oyarzabal being fit is absolutely important. Of course, Andre, number 22, is in there. He's a very good player as well. William Jose, it is a very strong team. And the bench for that game as well, you have Porto on the bench, Adi and Yanazai, Isaac's on the bench, Nacho Monreal. Looks like David Silva wasn't quite fit for this game. It is going to be a very difficult game for Barcelona. Whether Koeman match the 4-2-3-1, who knows, because this team is so well organized and explains why they're top of the league. They've been flying, but right now they are in a dip of form, drawing their last almost 6 games. But this Real Sociedad side is a force to be reckoned with. Of course, Antoine Griezmann's former team, that team that gave Antoine Griezmann the chance. It's going to be one hell of a game. Let's get into Ronald Koeman's press conference now. He did his press conference this morning. He starts by saying, we have lost the game that we shouldn't have lost. I hope these 3 points give us more peace of mind. The 3 points against Levante, against the game for Real Sociedad. We can't be happy with the trajectory in La Liga, but the evolution of the team must be valued. The work and the attitude of the team against Levante was very good. Pjanic, we talked about his situation, about things that has to improve, but I like his attitude. Real are a very good team. You can tell that they have been together for several seasons. I like the way they play. Riqui Puig, there's always some interest from the press because he's a homegrown player and he's not playing much. There are many players in his situation. The coach decides through the training and the attitude of the player. The Champions League, hopefully we have all the players available because we will be stronger than now, and the rival will have their ups and downs as well. We will be better than we are right now. Usman is training individually. He's not yet part of the group, and nor do I want to give him a date for that to happen. Hopefully he'll be with us soon because he's a player that we desperately need. I see a good atmosphere in the dressing room before and after training matches. Yesterday we had a Christmas party after training. So it's like the players had a little bit of a get-together yesterday, which is good. Talks about Dembele, how he's on the road to recovery. Should be back probably within 2 weeks, the rumors are saying at the moment. He said he's hopeful for the Champions League if Piqué, Ansu, Dembele, and Roberto all make a recovery before the match. Talk about Puig again, how he doesn't, lack some playing time. Talks about the training sessions, all that. He doesn't, all that crap. Don't really want to get into it. He said Pjanic's not getting game time for specific reasons, but he likes his attitude. And he also explains how these 3 points against Real Sociedad are very important. He continues on by saying, at the moment, Real Sociedad are contenders for the title because of the results and their game. Jong has always been a player who builds from behind. He has done it at Ajax and in the national team. He has more qualities to be offensive. He's fast with the ball, breaks the line. We work with him so that he builds from behind and that he's an important player up front. Mingueza, today he's a player for the first team. A few weeks ago, he had some small problems. He competes with the other center backs. I don't think whether he's a fourth, second, or third center back. Umtiti has improved a lot. We now have 4 center backs that we can choose from for each game. We have to win all the games that remain until the end of the year if we want to fight for the title. That Messi can match Pelé is impressive. We won't have another player at the club with this effectiveness. That's why he's number 1, and he's still important for the team. Our attack depends on Leo. It's incredible what he does for this club. Fati, with the types of injuries, it's difficult to say when he'll return. Hopefully he'll be with us when we play against PSG, but we must not take any risks with him. I don't understand the criticism for subbing on a defender for the last 5 minutes if the team is suffering. Talks about how Real are a contender for La Liga, which is very important. It makes this game even more important than it already is. Talks about De Jong's new position, say that how very good he brings the ball forward from midfield. Talks about Mingueza, how he had some small problems, but now he's one of the top 4 center backs in the club. Umtiti's improving as well. Talks about how Messi is about to break Pelé's record, which is absolutely fantastic. Talks about Fati, hoping that he will recover before PSG, but they won't rush him or won't take any risks with him. Also talks about how the criticism he got for subbing on Umtiti in the last few minutes of Levante. It's because you're at Barcelona, man. You're not at Everton or Southampton. You shouldn't be subbing on a defender to lock off the game. You should be subbing an attacker or a midfielder to create space and hold the ball up or go for another goal. That's why you got the criticism. So that concludes Koeman's press conference. Let's get into the predicted lineups. So following Koeman's press conference, usually he would release the matchday squad, but since the game is at home, the matchday squad will be released tomorrow on the day of the game. So we're going to go into the lineup predictions. Keep in mind that I'm not going to be knowing the matchday squad. I'm going to base my lineup predictions based on the Levante's matchday squad because I feel like it's going to be probably the exact same thing. No injuries have been rumored, no injuries have been reported, so I think I'm just going to go based on that. So let's get into the lineup predictions. Let's start off with Ronald Koeman. I'm going to try to predict Koeman's XI. This is going to be a quite difficult XI to predict. Will he go with the proper players? Will he give the players who deserve the chance a chance? We shall see. This is the lineup I've gone with Koeman on the screen right now. I've gone with Ter Stegen in goal, Jordi Alba, Lenglet, Araujo, Dest, De Jong, and Busquets in the double pivot, Griezmann ahead of them, Messi on the right, Coutinho on the left, and Braithwaite up top. Now this is the exact same lineup that played against Levante, and I don't think he's going to change it. Reason being is that I don't think he trusts anyone on the bench. Maybe you can bring on Pjanic for either Busquets or De Jong. Don't see that happening. You could maybe start Conrad de la Fuente. Don't see that happening as well. In defense, I think it's pretty much set in stone. I don't think he's going to bring in Mingueza. You could bring in Umtiti for Lenglet to give Lenglet a rest. But I think the fullbacks, the goalkeeper, De Jong, Messi, most of this team is pretty much set in stone. You could maybe bring in Pedri for Coutinho as well. But I think he's going to go with the exact same team against Levante. I don't think Koeman's that impressed with the bench. I don't think he's going to make any changes. I think Braithwaite starting this game is going to be very, very important, especially the number 9 position to occupy that space between the 2 center backs. Like we said before, Real Sociedad played the 4-2-2-1 as well. And it's going to be a very strong and compact game. The team has to be well organized. The only thing I'm worried about this lineup is Coutinho on the wing. I can deal with Busquets and De Jong as a double pivot. But Coutinho on the wing is really, really going to scare me. I'd much rather see Conrad de la Fuente. I'd much rather see maybe even Pedri, because at least he can stay wide, or maybe even Trincao. But I think that left-hand side is where Barcelona are vulnerable at the moment. Defense is pretty strong from the last game. Araujo had a very solid performance. Dest was a little bit iffy, same with Lenglet. Jordi Alba had a fairly decent game, just needs to cross to someone else besides from Messi. Griezmann's probably the player to watch out for in this game. He has to start in that camp position, in his natural position, show Real Sociedad why they shouldn't have sold him to Atletico Madrid. It's against his former side. He scored against him last year away in the 2-2 with that beautiful chip. Hopefully he does the same in this game, but this is the lineup I'm going to go with for Koeman. Let me know what you think Koeman's going to go with down in the comments below. Now it's time for me to show you my lineup, what I would do if I was a Barcelona coach. That line's on the screen right now. I'd go Ter Stegen in the goal, Dest, Araujo, Umtiti, Jordi Alba, De Jong, Riqui, Puig, Griezmann, Messi, Conrad, and Braithwaite up top. Just a few changes from Koeman's XI. I'd bring in Umtiti for Lenglet, just simply not basically dropping Lenglet, but he has been having some poor performances, and simply he's been playing a lot of games. I think he's played every single game since the international break. He needs a rest. I don't know if Umtiti is ready to play a full 90, but I would play him in this match. Of course, I'd bring Riqui, Puig in the midfield because he's our best midfielder. Rumors coming out that apparently a lot of the players don't like him. It's just all BS at this time. All the rumors right now are just going against Riqui Puig. I feel bad for the kid. We don't know if it's true or not because nothing has come out that has been reliable. Rumors coming out yesterday and this morning that players don't really like Riqui Puig. He doesn't, do extra work. He doesn't do extra training sessions and all that stuff. That's why Koeman doesn't like him, but I'd play him just because he's our best midfielder and you want your best team on the pitch. Of course, I would go with Conrad on the wing. I know it's a bit of a risk since he doesn't have that much league experience, but I just want a natural winger in there. I know with this formation, in this particular midfield and that cap position, we need natural wingers because this isn't the work for me if we don't have wingers. Messi is barely a winger, but I feel like he can do that well. He kind of sticks wide half the time and comes inside half the time. We need someone that absolutely just stick on that left wing and drive at defenders. I feel like this team could give a strong battle against Real Sociedad and beat them. The other team of Koeman's lineup, I'm not too sure. I feel like this team would be too strong for Real Sociedad. Of course, Fuente, Puig, and Griezmann are probably the star players of this formation. I think this team is very, very strong. I hope Koeman goes with it, but I don't think so. I think he's going to go with the same lineup that he did against Levante. Let me know down below if you'd rather go with Koeman's lineup or my lineup. And of course, let me know your lineups down in the comments below. Score prediction time. Time to predict the score for this match. It's going to be a very, very difficult game. I feel like if this wasn't at the Camp Nou, we would probably lose. But with this being at our home, I feel like we can probably push for a win. But I'm going to predict Barcelona to draw this game 1-1 against Real Sociedad. This has a draw written all over it. Real Sociedad have drawn the last 6 games, but Barcelona aren't really in the greatest of form. It can only beat, 18th place 1-0 at home. This has a draw written all over it. I'm hoping Barcelona can pull out the result. Koeman's going to have some tactical masterclass to beat Real Sociedad. They're really on top of their game this season. One of the teams to look out for in La Liga. They're one of the favorites to get top 4 over, Sevilla and Villarreal. It's going to be a difficult game. I'm going to go with the draw, and I feel like a draw in this game would really kill Barcelona's hopes for La Liga. But I feel like a win could really push us on. I'm hoping we win. I'm going to go with 1-1. Let me know your score predictions down in the comments below. That's my match preview for Barcelona versus Real Sociedad. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you leave a like. Let me know your comments down below. Let me know your score predictions and let me know your lineups. And would you rather go with my lineup or Koeman's lineup? And of course, hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for the live watch along for the match. Come and join me. We're going to watch the game together and then followed by my match review after the game. It's going to be a very, very difficult game. It's going to be end-to-end. This won't be, Barcelona attacking the whole game. It's going to be end-to-end stuff. And I'm looking forward to it in a way because we're going to see some good football. But I'm also very, very nervous because I feel like Barcelona may step up in this game. It's going to be difficult. But I'm optimistic. Even though I predicted a draw, I hope Barcelona win it. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care and Forza Barca.